going on, fam? It's your fams that get back at y'all with another video, fam. The title of this video gonna be, and what we talking about is dating in 2025 going into 2026 is cruel, is wicked. You gotta understand that, fam. You see, I'm gonna speak from a man's perspective, and I may add little references here and there, like speaking on a women's perspective, but I'm speaking for men because I'm a man. I can't speak for women because I'm not a woman, so I don't know how women perceive. You gotta understand that. So look, fam, you see, men, as men, we don't even ask for much. We don't ask the women to come into our life, just give us this and that, or to have this money type going on. You see, men, we was taught to be leaders. We was told to be providers. We kings. So we supposed to have stuff going on for ourselves. We supposed to have a vision, a purpose, this and that. You got to understand that. But at the same time, women want to be masculine nowadays. You see, they got the women thinking they can be men, and men thinking they can be women. You see the men thinking they can argue and go back and forth, or they feel like when the man yelling at them or telling them this and that, or getting loud with them, or they think they being disrespectful. You see the women want to go back and forth with the man, but that's not a woman's job to do, to go back and forth with a man. You got to understand that. You see, what women like to do is they like to get in a, they probably been with multiple dudes or been with a nigga before you, and whatever that nigga did to her, she want to compare it to you. She want to put it on you. So she think you're going to be just like that nigga that just did her all this wrong. And sometimes they even tend to compare you to niggas they been with or niggas that they got on the side. They want to see if you better than them and got a better car, got a better house. You more finer, this and that. That's what they looking at, fam. You see women, that's all they care about. How you look, this and that. How you look, what you drive, what you live in. That's the first thing women ask when they come to you or come in contact with you. They always ask, what kind of car he got? What kind of house he got? What kind of job he got? How much money he made? That's all they ask. They don't ask what type of man he is. They don't ask, is he spiritually in tune? They don't ask, is he a well-driven man? He got a purpose. They don't ask, is he loyal? Is he this and that? They always ask what he got, but not what type of man he is. You got to understand that, fam. You see, women, they always know who the next man is on the side. They always know who they got next, or who gonna be there when y'all mess up or when y'all get in an argument. That's always their intent, because women, they like the idea of a relationship. They like the benefits that come out of a relationship, but they don't like actually being committed or being in one, or like actually putting their full effort into a relationship, because they like to do what they want to do. You see, you can't control a female or a human being even to tell them what they want to do or what they got to do or this and that. You got to understand that, because they're human at the end of the day, so they're going to do whatever they want to do. You got to understand that. A female, whatever a female do when she ain't with you shouldn't matter to you. You got to understand that, because sometimes you gotta let people do whatever they want to do. Give them their freedom. Step back a little bit and see what they do. See who they choose. See what they choose to go out here and do. You gotta understand it, because what they choose to do, they gonna stay and be loyal, hold it down, stay with you, or they gonna go out here and cheat, be with other niggas, feel like they got multiple options and this and that. But that's what they gonna want to do. They real actions gonna show you. Stop going off based off that idea or that provision that you got in your head about somebody. Go based off what they actions telling you, what they intentions showing. You gotta understand that, fam. You see, we'd be so blinded, and we'd be so blinded about the beauty or this and that about the woman, and you forgetting what she's showing you. You gotta understand that, fam. Females will give us signs, but we just miss it, fam. You gotta understand that. You see, women, you see, nowadays relationships are so cooked because everybody want to base their relationship off social media. They want to base their relationship off that rich person. And the women, if they feel like you ain't doing what that rich person doing to his woman, or you ain't doing what this and that person doing to their woman, then you ain't qualified. You gotta understand that you ain't her type. They feel like if you ain't taking her to these big fast food restaurants or these big restaurants or doing all this and that for a provider and this and that, they feel like, oh, you on to the next. They don't actually believe in building with somebody. You see, it'll be a man who ain't at the top yet, who got a vision, who got a drive, and he know where he going. And sometimes women mistake that. They'll try to leave him for the nigga who they think better than them. They want a nigga who got everything. They want a nigga who complete, who already at the top. They want a nigga who already finished. And they don't want to be there through the stages when he had to go through the ups and downs, through the rock bottom stages. They don't want to be there through that. They want to finish nigga. You got to understand that, because these females, they ain't got no woman or no like influencer, entertainer to look up to, basically. All the entertainers and the influencers and the rappers and this and that, what they promoting? They promoting that the nigga you trying to go out there need to have a mansion, or need to have a Ferrari or Scat Pack, or need to have $100,000, be making $1 million. That's what they promoting. They promoting that you need to have multiple niggas, or that it's okay to have multiple niggas. You see, it's in a man's nature to be a dog, but it's not in a woman's nature to be a dog. You see, if a woman going out here and sleeping with every man, or just giving themselves away to every man, then their value gonna decrease, because it's not the same as men sleeping with other women or doing all this and that. You see, a man can be sleeping with a woman for a year and he can hate her and can leave her like that, but a woman be sleeping with a man for a year and be in love with him. You got to understand it, because you got to be attracted. The women got to be attracted and in love with that person and lay down with him and give their body to him. You got to understand that, fam. You see what these females be liking is they let their feelings get involved. So when the female's feelings get involved and when her mood get involved and this and that, it's over with. So if she done with you in her mind and she done with you, you got to understand that. If she emotionally detached from you, then she done with you. She don't gotta say that out her mouth, but if in her mind, when she done, she done. You gotta understand it. But as men, we think logical, we think present, we think with human instincts. You gotta understand that we think and give a real answer. We can't just, when we done with you in our mind, we done with you. No, you see, men, we love hard, we love unconditionally. So when we put our effort and time into a female, when we actually want a female, we're not gonna show it by just saying we love you. We're gonna show it by being there for you, showing up every day. You see, men, we gotta go out here and work, deal with the world already hard as it is, and then come home and they expect us to do all this and that, figure out what to eat, take her here and there. You see, men, we show up every day, even when it's hard. We be selfless instead of selfish. But as far as women, they always in their feelings, they always in their mood, they always go based off what they feeling. You gotta understand it, because when something go wrong and a female feelings get ticked or her mood get ticked, she gonna take it out on you. Now you wondering why y'all arguing this and that, nigga, because she letting her feelings get involved. Females just say whatever they feel. They just say whatever come out their mouth. You see, men, we take the time to stop and think about what we gotta say. We don't just say anything. You gotta understand that, fam. So you can identify a woman. It's difference to it. You can identify a woman, a whore, a slut, and this and that, because how they present themselves, they attributes, what they showing you. So if a woman out here showing more skin than they covering skin, then you already know what type of person they is. You see females like to say, oh, you only want me for sex or this and that. You only want me to just lay down with me and this, all that, this and that. I mean, that's all you have to offer. Look how you present yourself. You're not presenting yourself like a modesty looking woman. You're not showing the attributes of a woman. You're not showing the attributes of even taking you serious. You see, females, they love attention. They love having this ego about themselves. So when they in a relationship, sometimes females, what they like to do is they'll be in a relationship with you, but also, like I said, have that other nigga on the side in their DMs, validating their emotions, validating their ego, telling them they look beautiful. That's what they like to hear. They like to hear that all day. They like to hear, they want you to worship them, basically. They want you to. So when you do hype a female up, tell them they look beautiful and this and that, or they all pumped up, they feel like they can go get another nigga. They feel like they can go get multiple niggas. And that's how females look at it nowadays. When you tell a female you bad, or you beautiful, or you this and that, you give them that validation. That's all they need, is that validation. Now they feel like they can go get any nigga they want. They feel like they can go get all this and that. You got to understand it. You see, females easy nowadays. They been easy since biblical days. Look at Rahab. She was a prostitute. So you know they been giving it out. They been doing what people doing today. You got to understand it. So females is easy nowadays. You see attractive men, we don't even get happy when females come around when we see a female, because we know how easy they is. We know how all you got to do is have a conversation with them, smile at them, show eye contact. That shows masculinity. If you can have eye contact with a female while you talking to them, then she know you that type of nigga. You got to understand that all you got to do is go up to a female, ask them their name, ask them their age probably, and like basically like where they from and this and that. That's all you got to do, and then what you do, ask for the number and they giving it to you. But they easy, but it's just like, it's not even fun no more, because every female the same, every female doing this and that. Let me not say every female, but majority, like 90%, 80% of the society. Because the females that's not out here just doing all this and that, they somewhere protecting their peace. You probably never see somewhere around. You probably never see them around. Yeah, because they know how this world is. They know how if they just go out here, then they don't want to be like the other girls. You see, it's in their nature. So when they growing up and seeing their mama doing all this and that, seeing their mama present themselves, they gonna grow up to be like that too. You see, it starts in the household. It starts with what you see off of early on. You gotta understand that. So if kids go based off what they see and what they hear, you gotta understand that, and they gonna go with that. So if your mama was a hoe, you gonna be most likely a nigga. If you wondering why you freaking this and that, nigga, look at your mama, look at your generational. You gotta understand that, fam. But all in actual reality, bro, dating is just cool nowadays, but it's just everything easy. Everybody feeling like they can have multiple or this and that, or they feel like everybody feel like they self-made or just independent. You see, women was never created to be independent. You see, when Adam was here, when the Most High created Adam, what? He already had a mission. He already had an assignment. Be fruitful, multiply, lead, protect. That's a man's job right there. Be fruitful, multiply, and lead and protect and provide. You got to understand that, bro. But nowadays, females feel like they don't need a man. They feel like they can do it on their own. That was never your job to do it on your own. You see, women were created on the side to be their nourishment, to be man's helpmate, basically soulmate. You got to connect with this person. And that's what people trying to find nowadays. They trying to find a helpmate instead of a soulmate. Somebody who on the same level as you. Somebody who think like you. You see, mine can take you anywhere than being in the panties and all this and that can take you. You got to understand that sex ain't going to take you nowhere. Pleasure can't take you nowhere. Pleasure ain't going to do nothing but throw your goals and your aspirations and your ambitions out the window. Nigga, if you got a mind, that's why they say that a mind is a dumb thing to waste, bro. Because your mind can take you anywhere. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want to do. So that's why I be saying, like, I'm attracted to minds and not just sex. Yeah, sex. I be telling the females, like, yeah, sex good, but it's not my priority. It's not on my first list. What's on my list is goals, aspirations, better in my life, better in all aspects of my life. Because a mind can take you even more farther than sex and this and that can take you. You got to understand that. Everybody looking what they see, women looking, everybody looking what they can get out the person, what they can get out the next person, what they can get out this and that person. You see, females, what they got, they feel like I said, they got all these women in the music hyping them up, doing all this and that, thinking they can have multiple men. So now they got the women going out here, got a man for this. Oh, I got a man for something to eat. I got a man who can take us here and there. I got a man who got a this and that. They feel like they can call any man they want to do all this and that for them. But when you stop showing them that attention, now they really see, like, yeah. Nobody believe in staying committed. Don't nobody believe in staying when hard times come, when bad times come, when y'all both arguing. Everybody want to just up and leave, bro. You don't want to talk things out, talk things through, and just make up. You see, a woman, it's gonna always be another nigga that look better than you. They got a better car, better house than you. Nigga, because we all made in God's image. So it's gonna always be a nigga that look better than you, got a better car, better house than you. But it's about what that women choose and pick. But women always checking a nigga out. They always checking what he got on, how he presenting himself, his confidence. You gotta understand that, men, we are confident. We confident, and that's how women see. You see, women can tell what type of person you is, what type of nigga you is, based off how you present yourself, how you come in, how you walk in the room, how your presence affect. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand that, fam. Like, they can sense your energy from a mile away. And like I said, like, they always want to up and leave when things get hard. They don't believe in just staying. They don't believe in talking things out. Females say they want to communicate. Females be saying, oh, communication is key. But as soon as you want to talk things out, as soon as you want to say about this situation or that situation, they go quiet, they go silent. They don't know how to talk nothing out. Like I said, because their feelings get involved, their emotions get involved. So now they think they can't talk nothing out. You see, it's always the man the one working and doing all this and that. It's always the man the one got to put in all the effort. You see, if a female not putting no effort in it, then you should know she don't want you for real, bro. If a female showing you them signs early on, females will take, like, texting back late, doing all this and that. Not texting you back on time. Taking hours to text back. Or doing all this and that. They can show you early on, but you got to understand that sometimes females do be doing stuff, but you ain't never that busy to where you can't stop and send a message to a nigga that you like and want. You ain't never that busy to where you can't send a 15-second video or this and that to a nigga that you want and like. You got to understand, like, you see, men, we'll do anything in our power to the woman we want to stop whatever we got going on. We'll go hide somewhere and do all this and that to go text a female back that we want. Like, it's just different, bro. Like, all I can say is just focus on yourself. Take care of yourself, man. Like, focus on your mission, what you got going on, better yourself. Get your money up, not your funny up. What they say? Just better yourself. Focus on yourself, fam. And if the right one come, then she come. If not, then not. But it's okay to die alone. But also, he said, the man, what the Bible do say says, a man is not supposed to be alone. It's not good for a man to be alone. But at the same time, in this generation, you got to adapt. Because being alone is the best thing now. Because you got less distractions, you got less people, drama coming in your life, less problems you got to worry about. So now when you is by yourself, if problems do come up, you can face them on your own. You ain't got other people in your ear telling you this and that. You got to understand, you ain't got to worry about no female messing off or effing around. You see, when you single, you can do whatever you want. Because you ain't got no women controlling you, telling you what you can't do, what you need to do. You ain't got no woman on your back that you got to worry about. You see, when you single and when you in a relationship, nobody believe in being loyal. So now when you, they cheat. They cheat even more when they in a relationship than they is single. And that's hard to say because when you single, you really can't cheat, but you can. It's like they cheat in a relationship more than they single. It's crazy. And it be so crazy because females, they more sneaky and conniving than men, fam. I saw a video on Charleston White. He was like, women are more sneaky and conniving than men because a woman can have a dress on and she can pull her dress up, get F real quick. You'll come upstairs and all she had to do was pull her dress down and sit down and you will not know she done got. But man, we gotta do all this and that. We gotta go through a process. We gotta pull our pants down, pull our meat out, do all this and then just whip it out and put it in. Then we gotta take it out. Then we gotta pull our pants up again. Then do all this and that. It's a process for men. So women are more sneaky and conniving because they can do more stuff and get away with more stuff behind your back. And yeah, females that have a work boyfriend, they can't wait to go to work to see their work boyfriend. Females, the men at the work can't wait to see them. You see, they always got a somebody that they follow on Instagram or somebody that they watching on Instagram or social media and they looking at them. You see, females like all that. They like all that attention. They like all that. They always checking out the next nigga. And females, what they like the bad niggas. They don't like no good nigga. You see, good guys always finish last. They like a nigga to slap them around all the time, cuss them out, punch on them, not open the door for them. They like that bad stuff quality. You see, they don't like the good niggas because they feel like the good niggas and they feel like they soft. They feel like they too they like to take their kindness as weakness. They like to feel like they weak because they showing they a good guy or they showing they pure and this and all this and that. But nah, you see, being kind is not weakness. You see, being kind is actually a trait. It's actually something you grew up on. You see, men, just because a man is nice to you and tell you look good, all this and that, he's not flirting with you, fam. Sometimes a man could just be raised like that. And like I said, it starts in the household. If a man good and he doing all this and that to you, it's because how he was raised. It's because what type of man he want to be. But if a man slap you around all the time and this and that, nigga, abusers go and track, abuse people go and track abusers. So he was probably abused, molested, this and that. That's why. And what I like to say is, nigga, like, when females done with you in they mind, fam, when they done with you emotionally, they done with you, bro. They already on to the next. You see, a female can still be with you, but if she done with you in her mind, nigga, then she over with you because her feelings not attached no more. Her mood not attached no more, like I said. But as a man, nah. We love unconditionally, bro. We can't just be done with you in our mind and we done with you. Nah. I mean, it's not the same, bro. Men are more in love with women than women are more in love with men. But I feel like females are more emotionally involved and emotionally in tune than men, though. Yeah, I do feel like that, though. But at the end of the day, but man, all you got, just focus on yourself. You see, females, what they like to do is they like to take that good guy, leave him, and go with a nigga who's slapping around. You see, like I'm gonna say this. Females, they want niggas who they can run all over. They want niggas who they can control. And you see, they comfortable in their patterns and their cycles. So when a man come around, he honest, he loyal, he catch on to their BS. He catch on to what they doing and he don't like it and he say something about it. Because sometimes females ain't had a nigga who came in their life and said something about what they doing, what's wrong and this and that. So when a nigga come in their life who gonna speak up and say something and they not comfortable with that, they want to leave that nigga because he not putting up with the BS. He setting boundaries. He already got boundaries set. You see, you'll realize why people set boundaries and why people do all this and that or not much vulnerable. Nigga, because they already know how it is. If you knew how long and how hard it is to heal and how long it take people, you will realize why they set boundaries. You see, female want a nigga who gonna put up with their BS, who gonna put up with comfortable doing all this and that cheating. But when a nigga not comfortable with that and he don't want that and he up and out of there and he gonna better his life, this what's gonna happen. He gonna better his life. She gonna try to come back. But when a female always come back after she done left you, or you done bettered your life, or you done seen this and that, she gonna try to come back because she seeing them niggas don't care about her. Them niggas don't care about her like you did. Them niggas don't love her like you did. But it's like when you come back, it's like you looked at me as a second option. You looked at me as an option. And I don't want to be looked at as an option. You feel me? If you really love me like you say you do, then your actions gonna show it. That's why I said females just love the word I love you. They don't actually know what it means. They just love hearing it. I love you, this and that. You don't know what it means. Like, you feel me? But at the end of the day, they'll see that nigga, oh, I miss you, this and that. You don't miss me. Them niggas just don't care about you, so now you're coming back to me because you saw I cared and did all this and that, and now you see I'm up, so now you want to come back. You didn't see my worth when we was in a relationship. You wanted to go to that nigga who put up with your BS. You wanted to go to that nigga who you thought was better than me. You feel me? And that's how it is nowadays. They feel like this gonna be, they feel, not like in the 80s, bro, when you watch the movies and this and that, it was like Love and Basketball, different movies like Poetic Justice. Nigga, they was chasing after love, each other though. It was like they was chasing after each other. They'd break up. Nigga was walking on the street. And then what? Nigga, they was back together. Like, you feel me? Like, it's that type of love. That's the type of love I like. That men want. But it's like the dating game going cold. Everybody don't want to date. Everybody want to be alone. Don't nobody want to be committed. That's the biggest downfall. Dating. Because everybody getting cheated on. Everybody forever. All you see on the internet is she for the streets, he for the streets, my hoe going or this hoe going or this and that. That's all you hear. Because everybody is going. Everybody feeling like they can have multiple. They want a nigga with this and that, but then they want a nigga over here who doing this and that. Like, you feel me? It's crazy. So what I just like to tell nigga, just focus on yourself, work on yourself, and don't worry about nothing, fam. If the female comes, she gonna come. If she don't, then she don't, fam. That's on you. It's really not on you. It's just, you gotta deal with it. You gotta put up with that. Last thing I want to say before I end this video is like I said about the good guy. Females think a nigga gonna be with them and put up with their BS and gonna be there and wait on them all the time to get their stuff together, or just keep forgiving them and just sitting around, laying around, providing, doing all this and that, and loving you unconditionally, doing all this and that, and you not doing nothing but just out here giving it away and just showing love to everybody. Like, you giving another nigga access, or you doing the same stuff you doing with your nigga to another nigga. Nah, that ain't gonna work, fam. A nigga gonna get tired. It's not that he get tired. You see, he get tired of him putting all into something and him not getting the same energy back. That's what it is. In a relationship, it's not 50-50, it's 100-100. You give your best and she give her best. You gotta understand that. But it gets to a point to where the bad stuff and the bad memories start overwriting the good. You see, it's some good memories. They don't get past the good memories. They don't get past the fact that y'all was doing this and that. But it's just a fact when the bad stuff is overwriting the good stuff. It's just a fact when you can't think nothing positive no more. It's just everything is bad. It's just when you look at her, it's just like, dang, she did this and that. She keep doing this and that. She not respecting me. It's just like when she keep disrespecting you. It's just like it get to a point to where niggas done had enough and they not putting up with it no more. So they want to up and leave. You gotta understand that females want to be disrespectful. They want to see how far you can take it. They want to see how far you can take. They want to see how much you can take too. They want to see do he value himself? See, female, like I said, they like to play games. They like to play mind control. They want to be in control. They want to do all this and that. They want to dog the niggas out like the niggas dogging them out. They want to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. See how much he can take. See if he gonna leave me or keep staying. Cause when they see you gonna keep staying, then they gonna be like, they gonna have this big ego in their head. Like I said, they gonna be like, oh, I can do this and that, and I can still come back to him. He gonna still run back to me. He gonna still keep wanting me and this and that. But nah, it's just like it get to a point to where niggas get tired and they don't even want that no more. And that's what it is, bro. It's just like I think everybody playing the game. I think everybody lying. That's what I think. So yeah, fam.